Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to the channel for more Destiny 2 news and intel. And today, once again, is Friday, so we have our Friday weekly update. XUR has returned, as well as Trials of Osiris. So I'll give you a brief rundown on those two things, as well as all the other farms, glitches, cheeses that you can use heading into the weekend if you haven't had a chance to play very much this week. Some interesting things to note, as always. So if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And turn on the bell to post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram. It'll be linked in the description box down below. Remember, we do a giveaway on the channel every 1,000 subscribers. And you never want to miss out. When we reach 100,000 subscribers on the channel, we'll be giving away a new console or video card if you play on PC. Almost 70% of those who watch regularly are still not subscribed. So if you would like to support the channel, subscribing is free and is the easiest way to do so. Also, of course, if you watch until the end of the video, you can leave the secret hashtag in the comment section to be entered into the next giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, those stack between all videos, so if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, you can always go back, check out another video, and of course do it again. Or you can leave a comment down below on any of the topics of discussion in today's video. Always interested to hear all your thoughts and feedback. Or, of course, anything I might mispronounce. There's usually something during the course of the video. Also, if you choose to become a channel member or leave a donation, you will receive a shout out on the next video. We'll do some shout outs towards the end of today's video. Sorry if I missed anybody. And you'll also receive a firm request from myself. Today at XUR, we have the Assassin's Cowl with a 59 total roll. Remember that if you want to change any of the rolls on any of these exotics, you can do so through the ghost mods, though you might need to go to orbit in order to get them to register. But be interested to see if it's working today, as there's been some conjecture about whether or not it's actually working or if it was even intended to be a feature. But let me know in the comment section down below. But as I said, we have the Assassin's Cowl with a 59 in super class and weapon stats. We have the Speed Loader Slacks, which I do not think I've seen for sale before. This might be a new exotic added to XUR. But with a 61 total roll in health, class, and weapons, at least that's what I am seeing at the moment. This is also a new exotic, so it will count as new gear. We have the Ashen Wake for the Titan class with a 61 roll in melee, super, and class energy. Class ability stat, excuse me. We have the Camdis Ridge Lance Cap with a 62 roll, high in health, melee, and class. And then we have the Skull of Dire Ahamkara for the Warlock with a 59 roll in health, melee, and grenade. We have the Bellador's Wraith Weavers. Bellados Wraith Weavers. Probably say that incorrectly, but this is also a new piece of gear and is also, I think, something to use and be on the lookout for if you get a random roll on them at the moment. But this one with health, super, and class ability energy. And then we have the exotic class items available. Remember, you can buy as many exotic class items for random rolls as you wish, so long as you have strange coins and you've completed the Dual Destiny mission in the Pale Heart. It's still the only way to unlock the exotic class items, but then once you unlock them, you can farm them from any location, which includes XUR, as well as all the random chests in the Pale Heart. Hopefully, we are able to unlock exotic class items again in the Festival of the Lost this coming fall, as it was available last year. On the More Strange Offers page, remember to pick up your Favor of the Nine buff. We have Ascendant Shard and Ascendant Shard for 23 strange coins. We have 3 Enhancement Cores for 5 strange coins, 13 Enhancement Cores for 17 strange coins, 19,000 Glimmer for 5 strange coins, 20,000 Glimmer actually. I'm going to pick that up. 41,000 Glimmer for 11 strange coins, and then 11 Raid Banners for 17 strange coins. And remember, you can also use the Strange Gift single offer to maybe get some occasionally interesting items. You can get, I think, enhanced weapons and adept weapons, but you can also get blue weapons and things like raid banners and such. But still not a bad way to spend 1 strange coin at a time. Over on our strange gear offers page, we have a Hawkmoon with Snapshot Sight and Polymer Grip. Remember, at the moment, you can still pull the Hawkmoons from your collections with random rolls. So though this is a decent roll, you might want to try doing that if there's a better one you're looking for. Still a great weapon for PvP. We have the Huckleberry, which I haven't used in a while, though I could see doing fairly well. Kinetic weapons do really well in PvE at the moment. This was always a good one. So submachine guns are also in the Champions meta. Maybe consider picking that up. We have the Prometheus Lens. Anybody in the comment section, if you can remember laser tag, leave a hashtag laser tag down below, because this was the ultimate glitch weapon when it first appeared in D2 way, way back. I believe it was during the Curse of Osiris, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was Warmind. But certainly an interesting one. Trace rifles are not something I use that often, though I've been using one of the ones from Arms Week, the one from Arms Week, for Trials and Crucible in general, and I've been liking it, so might be interesting to see if anybody's using this. Let me know in the comments. We have the Thunderlord, which is a must-have exotic. If you are a new or solo player, or you just don't have this one, it is an amazing exotic, always good at the beginning of every season before the meta is really fleshed out, but also always a super meta weapon, great for boss damage, DPS, if you don't know what to use especially, so definitely pick this up if you don't have it. We have the Izanagi's Burden Catalyst, which is also a must-have, I would say, even though I don't use this weapon that much at the moment. This is still one of those super meta PvE weapons, and the Catalyst just makes it a whole lot better. Super old weapon as well. And then we have the Lumina Catalyst, which is also a really great one to have. So good catalysts all around. Maybe consider picking up one of them or the Thunderlord. For legendary weapons, we have a Warden's Law, which I believe, this one can be fully enhanced, was a Nightfall weapon. This one with Demolitionist, Rampage, and Stunning Recovery can also be enhanced, as I said, and this with Rampage is going to be amazing in PvP. Well, I would say even though this is a 257 hand cannon, it really is like in the 180 spot, even though it shoots a 3-round burst. It's essentially like a 180, and 180s are amazing at the moment and can 3-tap if you have enough in your weapon stat. So if you have over 160 in your weapon stat, this weapon is going to be amazing in PvP. Might even be worth a shot in Trials this weekend. We have the Ashiya's Care, which was also, I believe, either a Nightfall weapon or perhaps it was a Trials weapon. I can't remember exactly. Let me know in the comment section down below. But it was available from one of those two things. This one can also be fully enhanced. This one with Under Pressure, Head Seeker, and Acracity. Probably saying that incorrectly as well. But Strand pulse rifles are also in the PvE meta at the moment, so it might be worth picking up. We have the Rake Angle, also can be enhanced. Glaive, and I think this was also a Nightfall weapon if I'm not mistaken. We have the Janin 7 rifle with Zen Moment and Rampage. We have the First In Last Out shotgun with Vorpal Weapon and Hipfire Grip. We have a Far Future with Lead from Gold and Multi-Kill clip. We have the Shattered Cipher with Heating Up and Unrelenting. We have a Memory Intradect with Clown Cartridge, and Danger Close. And then we have the Braytech Offspray, another Nightfall weapon. This one cannot be enhanced, unfortunately, but this one with Auto-Loading Holster and Lasting Impression as well as Stunning Recovery. Lasting Impression is a unique trait, and I always like Auto-Loading Holster on a rocket launcher. So even though this can't be enhanced, it is an Adept weapon, so maybe worth it as far as that is concerned. You get another round of perks. You also have the Vanguard Vindication Origin trait and Envious Assassin, so not a bad one. Remember, from the Strange Weapon engrams, you can also get any of these weapons, as well as anything else that is in XUR's weapons pool, and they can be enhanced or adept now, so worth checking that out, as well as the exotic engram, same kind of thing. Can't get enhanced or adept weapons, of course, but you can get any of the exotic weapons. Also, remember to pick up your exotic cipher if you're looking to finish, I believe it was rank 7, you need to do an exotic cipher quest. But that'll be it for XUR today. We'll now make our way up to the rest of the vendors, and then over to Saint 14. Over at Banshee 44 this week, a couple of things to note. We had the False Promise with Feeding Frenzy and Rampage. Even though this is not an enhanced or adept weapon, this is actually still a very good PvP weapon at the moment. We have the Whispering Slab with Pugilist, Higher Ground, and Paracalls of Fluid Origin trait. This can be enhanced. We have the Live Fire, which can also be enhanced with Rapid Hit, Shoot to Loot, and Field Tested. This is a very good scout rifle at the moment. We have the Perfect Paradox with Field Prep, Barrel, Constructor, and Cast No Shadows. This can also be enhanced. Let me know when this weapon first made its appearance in either Destiny or Destiny 2. I think it was during it was the one where we had to do the sundial, and Saint 14 appeared, where it first appeared back in D2. But let me know in the comment section down below. We have the Sonoya X16 with Envious Assassin, Headstone. And then we have the Negative Space with Heavy Guard, Tireless Blade, and Whirlwind Blade. Joining us in the tower today, we have Toyota Car of Oryx, we have Tinnitus Bat. I believe we also have, if I'm not mistaken, Lord Sinister just joined us. I believe we had Real Daz as well as Lord Simple were also with us in the beginning of the video. So you can leave a hashtag any one of their names in the comments section down below for another entry into the next giveaway. Over at Eververse this week, I have a couple of Eververse Ingrams I'll cash in here. Ooh, I don't know if I had that ornament, but cool. We have the Wings of the Firebird ship. Hopefully the game shows it to me. Very cool. We also had the Micro Mini vehicle, which I still need to make sure I buy before the week's out. Of course, the game's not going to show it to me, but you know what it looks like. Very cool Sparrow. Down on the main Bright Dust page, we have the Splendid Vadu. Ornament for the Wither Horde. Very cool. We also had the Quad Cycle, which is essentially a Mario Kart vehicle. So unfortunate when it doesn't show these things. Usually have to go to orbit to do so. We also have the Scout Zeppelin ship. Very cool ship. And we also have the Sweet Sprinkles shell. Somebody told me that they thought this should be called the Homer shell. I agree. Very fun. Lots of good exotic cosmetics this week. We also had the Hot Dog Eating Champ emote, which I don't think I really need to show, but it's a funny one for sure. Gonna rank up really quick. I believe I'm rank 9 now, so C. John doesn't yell at me. We do have Real Daz with us. Remember, if you're still on the power farm or power grind, that you can, at the end of the week, remember to pick up your rewards from Zavala for that good boost. Also remember that if you haven't yet, and this is for people who play on 3 characters, but I would primarily suggest people do that, as at the moment, you can easily power farm if you decide to switch between characters, because over at Ava Levant, which we still have Solstice until Tuesday, one of the best farms at the moment, you can pick up any of the armor from her, and this can be account wide, so anything that you pick up on any of your characters, even if you haven't leveled them, will drop at power. And if you can get your Guardian to your current Guardian's power and then pick these up, it'll give you a bump on the rewards to them. Then you can transfer to a third character, and then you can transfer back to your main character. And every single time, you should get better power loot. It's the same thing with Commander Zavala. Same thing for your rank rewards to a certain extent, though I don't believe they go quite as high up as these do. I believe these are a +3, and I believe your rank rewards are only a +1. But that is the easiest way to power farm really quickly at the moment, even on your main character. So if you've gotten to, say, 350, 400, I would really suggest waiting to use these 4 if you're not there yet. Of course, use it before the end of the weekend. But I would say transfer over to your, before you pick these up, or if you haven't yet, transfer over to another character. Power that character up by transferring weapons over. You can also use the glitch over on your collections where you take a mask out, if you don't know exactly what I'm talking about. If you go over to your flare, under the old masks, you can see the top rows of masks will drop at power. You can use that as a good power bump for a secondary character and then use your rank rewards to scale up. But you should get there fairly quick. As I said, most of them will drop at power through your rank rewards. And then you can use the rewards at Ava Levant to get that extra little bit. So use it while you can. We'll then head down to Saint 14. And currently, I am unaware of what Trials map it is going to be. Remember, we do not have any featured weapons again this week, or I don't believe we will have in the future. So all weapons are available on rotation. But Crucible is probably one of the best ways to farm power at the moment. Now you'll see more here than I'm seeing here because, of course, I do not own the current DLC on my PC, which is where this is being recorded. I own it on my console, but I would always suggest picking up the Lighthouse passage versus the Trials passage, the one that allows you to just go to the Lighthouse at 7 wins. It's much easier to get 7 wins at the moment. 4 Trials this week. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like today, though this should rotate daily, we do not have the Solstice engrams available from Trials. But as I said, Crucible is a great way to be farming out power as well as high tier armor and weapons at the moment. Control is the featured one today. We also have Solstice Scorched. So any one of these, as well as Trials, because you're going to be getting extra rewards, are going to be good ways to farm power. The Solstice engrams are just going to be great for higher tier drops. Also remember, if you are farming solo power, always make sure to go for that A tier. Today we have Caldera as the featured solo ops with the Solstice engram. Again, very easy one to farm, one of the quickest, so I'm sure people will be jumping into that. Remember, you can do several different glitches in Caldera. You can use a rocket launcher to shoot through the square shields that guard the bombs without actually having to trigger the node. So it allows you to speed run this quite a bit faster. Always remember to complete the objective, of course. And remember to always go for that A tier. Now, of course, I can't actually look at what my score will be because I have a full fire team here, and that throws off solo ops for some reason. But if you can get this to an A tier, you will be getting, if you're at 300 power, at least tier 4 rewards, and if you're at 400 power, you'll be guaranteeing yourself at least a tier 5 reward every run or two. Probably some power every few runs. So make sure to do that. Over on Fire Team Ops, we have the Battleground Oracle as the featured. We have Battleground Delvey, and then we had the Inverted Spire as the featured Solstice rewards in Fire Team Ops today. Under Pinnacle, we have Kel's Fall as the featured one for Solstice engrams. We already covered the Crucible. And that is going to conclude all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found something in this video helpful. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell to post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram, as I said before. If you've watched till this point in the video, you can leave a hashtag XUR, or a hashtag Edge of Fate, or a hashtag Trials of Osiris, or a hashtag Solstice of Heroes, or a hashtag Archie, or any one of the names of the great folks that are joining me today in the comment section down below. And now we'll just take the last few minutes as I drop my pen to just do a few shout outs for those, as my controller gets a little drifty, who have contributed to the channel in the last month or so. And apologies if I miss your name, as there was a few new ones that I forgot to mark down, but you will be listed in the next video. But we have Z17, we have Chris Barrett, we have Lewis, we have Baked Goodies, we have Porto Bomber, We have 12 Gauge King, we have Matt Fairley, we have Dot Rider, we have Chris Caulfield, we have RKW, we have Killer Ninja, we have Green Mason, as well as Dr. Squeaks, we have Monk 916, we have Deadpool, we have GA Nightmare, we have Gecko, we have Lord Simple, we have Tinnitus Bat, as I said before, joining us in the tower. We have Real Daz also joining us in the tower. Our buddy Lord Sinister also joining us in the tower. We have Jade. DJ Oros, big shout out to our buddy. I have to see him again soon, as we have not talked in over a week. Where you been, DJ? We have Joe Kim Upling. We have Aaron Batts. We have Zach Attack. We have Ronald Johnson. We have Briz Gafus. We have Sark Kamar. We have Charlie Boy. We have Velvet Hammer. Rage Forever. Chip and Soda. DG Striker. Our buddy C. John. Justin St. John. Nomad. Plucky Disco. We have Chris Scott. We have Shadow of Death. Sweden. We have Rabbit Ice. We have Jay Talley. We have Most Unknown. We have Steve Card. We have Richard Hartnett. We have Kenny Conrad. We have Venny Sneaky. And we have SSJ Scoot. Thank you all so much for all the support as always. Hopefully everybody out there has a great weekend. And of course, we will see you next time.